Has Ali Mccoist lost the plot? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football, and he's called Scotland's Euro 2024 approach a total disaster, but wants Steve Clarke to stay. What's going on? Welcome back to Fog Football. This is just utterly bizarre. How he labels the entire approach as a total disaster, but doesn't think the manager deserves to go. To me, that's baffling. Like, what is that? No, explain. How can you actually not want the manager to go after labeling it as... It was, we're going to probably be talking about this for a couple of days to come, till like a bit of transfer news hits our desk, so to speak. But what is going on? Like, seriously. I just do not understand it. The sucker punch arrives, Scotland gets scudded. The 1-0 at the end, the lack of anything, man. I'm actually intrigued to dive into his comments. So, this is what he said. I was disappointed at the end of the game last night. I knew we had to go and win it. Not scoring a goal last night was not good, but it was not a total disaster. Losing a goal last night was a total disaster. Losing a goal puts you out of the tournament. Not scoring a goal doesn't necessarily put you out of the tournament. People say you need to go and win the game. I do understand that, but come on, guys, you can't leave yourself 1v1 at the back. I don't care at what level. Oh, fuck off, Mccoist. Mccoist is talking absolutely out his arse here. You know what? You can't leave yourself 1v1 at the back. I don't care at what level. Mate, it was the last chance to win the game. What's Mccoist smoking? I get it, right? See if we drew that game 0-0, we'd be sitting here like, well, we need this result and that result and this result and that result, right? I totally get that, right? But realistically, we need it to win the game. Alright? We need it to win the game. And for him to pretend that we shouldn't have went for it and that it was, it would have been alright if we just drew, I think's ridiculous. I have no idea what Steve Clarke is smoking. Alright, obviously tonight, you will expect Spain and Italy to beat Croatia and Albania. Croatia and Italy will be a close game, don't get me wrong. But I just don't get this. I actually do not. What is Ali Mccoist smoking? I have actually no idea what this guy's smoking here. Makes zero bloody sense to me. Now, he was talking about the penalty. He says it's amazing. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. When I first saw it, I actually didn't think it was a penalty. Then I watched it again. He definitely hits his calf. I think Orban catches Armstrong's calf with his knee. I can understand perhaps the referee not thinking it was a penalty right at the start like I did. It must go to VAR like I did. It's funny because the first person I met when doing a post-mortem after the game was Pat Niven. I was talking away to Pat, and he still didn't think it was a penalty. We've got all different opinions. I don't think there's any doubt when I look at it why VAR has not had to look at it as baffling. But that's one incident in the grand scheme of things. We haven't performed at any level like we could have and should have. We're talking about a penalty which should have been given. Yes, would it have altered the way the game went without doubt, but in the bigger picture we weren't good enough. I totally agree with that. Pat Niven, I can see why it's a penalty. I think it would have been... I don't think it is a penalty. I think Armstrong is properly looking the contact. Would I have wanted it given? Yeah. You bet your bottom dollar I would have wanted that given, right? But, see, at the end of the day, we weren't good enough, alright? We were nowhere near good enough. It is what it is. Simply not good enough, and it doesn't really matter about the penalty decision at the end of the day because we should have tried more in that game and laid the smackdown. As Rangers just posted about Robbie Fraser signing a new deal at the club. That's hardly the news we were looking for today. But yeah, did McCoist say anything else? He did talk about the fact that Clarke shouldn't be sacked, and we have a chat with the SFA. He did mention Lewis Morgan. He did mention him, but he mentioned Moyes. He said they don't want to change it, they need to sit down and have a chat with him. David Moyes would of course be an option. Would there be other options? I'm not sure that many options out there. I'd be quite happy for him, Clarke, to continue. We'd look back on it and probably say he made mistakes. Well, no, he didn't though, because after the game he's crying like a little bitch. I looked at the game last night. I understand why you've got to win. You may start with Lewis Morgan, someone with a bit of pace. I thought we struggled in wide areas across the tournament. Yep. And if anyone with a fucking brain cell could see that, That, you know, like I said after the fight, we've got to play a 4-2-3-1. We've got to try width in some capacity. I get it. You know, we don't really have the players to play a 4-2-3-1, but we don't have the players to play this boring, rigid football, man. And it came back and bit us in the arse. And yeah, it was a fucking disaster. And I do not a total disaster, but we can't sack him. Come on, Mccoist, wake up here.